Well, it is day 15 now in the trial of former President Donald Trump. Judge Juan Merchan has denied a second request for a mistrial from Trump's legal team, as well as a request to modify the former president's gag order. Trump's legal team has objected to parts of Stormy Daniels' tawdry testimony as unnecessary because, well, it is, and prejudicial, which, of course, it is. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has charged the former president with 34 counts of falsifying business records, all of which the former president has pleaded not guilty to, as you know. Joining me live now, the former national security prosecutor and chief of staff of the Department of Defense and author of Government Gangsters, Kash Patel. Kash, you've been watching closely. Obviously, this has been, look, this is a Frankenstein case. That's the way John Turley put it weeks ago. I've kind of watched that. I think it's an apt description of taking and trying to resurrect misdemeanors that should have been gone with the statute of limitations, trying to marry them with other things. Look, it's a $130,000 non-disclosure agreement. Happens every day in America. Happened thousands of times today. And yet they're trying to turn it into a crime. Where are we in the trial, in your estimation?
We are in the portion of the trial where Alvin Bragg and the Biden prosecutorial team from Washington that teamed up to bring this case is realizing that the American public has decided that Donald Trump is innocent and that there was a corrupt two-tier system of justice. So now the Alvin Bragg armada of injustice is scrambling around to figure out how to delay the trial, how to leak to public media outlets, how to publicly take out Donald Trump, how to, of course, work with this judge who might as well be one of the members of the prosecutorial team and gag Donald Trump's unconstitutional rights.
You know, and here's the thing. 2 mistrials requested, 2 mistrials denied. Look, they have given the Trump team, the legal team, tremendous amounts of opportunities to go on appeal, which they will no matter what happens here. But I actually think it's possible, not likely, but possible they won't even get the conviction, because at some point, even people that don't like Donald Trump, which we know that's true of many members of the jury, you just have to go, this is absurd. There is no crime here. What is the crime? Right?
Well, literally, CNN is still looking to solve the riddle of what is the crime, because as you pointed out, there is no crime. So if they can't find it, you're right. Most New Yorkers shouldn't be able to find it. But I think their vitriol and their hatred for the caricature that the multimedia operation has created of Donald Trump might prevent some in the jury from following the laws and the facts. If they did that, he would be innocent. But as I know and as you know, you only need 1 in 12 to hold out. And if that 1 in 12 person holds out for the Constitution, for the facts and the law, then this case will not end in a conviction for Donald Trump, and it will be a victory for justice, and it will be a total backfire for Alvin Bragg and the Swamp's prosecution of Donald Trump.
Yeah, I was at a Trump rally a week ago, Wednesday, in Michigan. He had started in Wisconsin, did a double hop into Michigan. There were 10,000 people there. His crowds have not waned, not since 2015. In fact, they get more dedicated and larger. Joe Biden couldn't put 12 people together in a room if he tried. So the point being is that they keep Trump sequestered there in Manhattan, and his poll numbers continue to do better. When he does do rallies, they continue to get bigger. He continues to be more popular because there's one thing Americans like: general fairness. They don't like the deck being stacked, and they don't like a two-tier system of justice, from what I hear. How do you feel?
Well, I see it as you see it, because I'm across this country at both Trump rallies, Trump events, and surrogate events and whatnot. And as a senior advisor, I do a lot of media engagements. And look, I am responding and seeing what you are seeing across this country, which is the deep state's weapon of choice is a two-tier system of justice. Their target of choice is Donald Trump. They are coming after all of Trump's supporters and then some. It's just that Donald Trump's in the way. And what Donald Trump is brilliantly doing in the state of New York and also in Florida, in D.C. and elsewhere is showing everyday Americans that the federal and state court systems are all rigged against America First patriots. And they are the ones breaking the law to manhunt Trump and Trump supporters to rig a presidential election. It's not a right-wing conspiracy. Right. Americans see it every single day now.
2 times in the last week, Joe Biden has says he will debate Donald Trump. Great. And then, of course, his people scramble. That way, that's how we met. If he doesn't debate now, I mean, you've got pre-made television commercials. Here's Joe Biden saying, I'll do it, set it up, whatever. If he doesn't do it now, That's a pre-made television commercial. And I guess I would ask, would the former president then debate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. potentially so they could both pile on how weak Joe Biden is? Because at that point, if he doesn't debate, to me, that's automatic disqualification. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, look, I think President Trump has made abundantly clear on Truth Social his feelings and thoughts about RFK. So if you're interested, I would say just go there.
No, I've seen it.
But I do think, look, the American public, as Donald Trump has said, deserves a debate for a presidential year. And the incumbent president of the United States is balking at that. And the media is saying, oh, that's OK, it's fine, because, we like Joe Biden, we hate Donald Trump. They're seeing the fundamental unfairness in that approach. And if Joe Biden doesn't see his way to a debate stage, I mean, he's going to get annihilated on a debate stage because he's losing across the board. But I think the media will cover for him. And I think this administration will find a way for Joe Biden to balk and not make a debate, even though Donald Trump is. It was one thing
to, Kash, it was one thing to hide during the pandemic. To hide now, I don't think the American public buys it. I think that will just be confirmation for people that are even on the fence about his ability to do the job, which clearly he can't do the job. So anyhow, I think it's debate or end of his campaign. Kash Patel, thank you for being here.
Have a great weekend. Thanks, friend.